Good morning, VOD channel. Today I am coming at you from Twist, hoping to use my new fancy Aya. Although I'm wondering, like, should I even bother making Druid? What if I just played Rogue? Rogue might be more fun too. We're back at 30. Rogue has the funny Cthulhu thing also, which is nice. I don't know. Maybe I'll try some of this. See how it goes. See how I feel about it. Where's my funny guy? There it is. And I want Nourish and Brand and Aviana Coon. Where's Scrumbus? Oh, I got this too. Should I run this? What's the worst that can happen? I lose? Hey, no free monies. I'm playing, I'm intending to play some Jade Druid. We'll see how it goes. If it stinks, I'll play something else. I guess I want like this and seeds, maybe? And Wrath. So there, like, Roots would be the other, like, early removal, right? So yeah, there's Roots. Should I want Garbage Maximus? Garbage time. Good deck or bad deck day? Not sure yet. Because I'm gonna try this. Oh, I didn't put this in. I hate how it doesn't even let me try anymore. Wait. Did I forget more? No, I only forgot that. Alright, what's coming out? It's paladin time, right? And I have mulch. What if I just cut that? What then? What then, chat? Alright. Ideally it would be a good deck day. We'll see. What's your plan for reviewing the cards? Well, my plan was to make more of those videos today. But then I woke up like with extreme lack of interest. I will do them this week. I will. I'm not gonna like not do them. But I have all week, right? Like, because it comes out on Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I have all week to do. I think I need to do 2 more. Just want to do it when I'm like prepared. I feel the roots in your nightmare. Kind of crazy to me that this card didn't end up being good. I feel like it's good. Why do you call? Yeah. Is that a Jade in a costume? trench coat. Is it supposed to be like a private eye jade? Is that what that is? Bzz. Bzz. Crystals, fresh from Kazakis. Do I just play this brand? Do I just hear Power Pass? Yes, I'll hear Power Pass. Yo, Elray coming in with a 23 months. Elray, thank you so much. How are you, my friend? How you doing? Lakari Fellhound. Well, that's one of the card inclusions I've ever seen. Alright, so I did nothing for 3 turns, and then I did that. Is this deck good? Answer me that, chat. Tell me that, chat. Is this deck good? Oh, no. I do have mulch, right? I just mulch that. So if I'm going to mulch that, I guess I just do this afterwards. Yeah, right. We'll just play that. Man, I wish the Cthulhu stuff had been pushed more. Like, it doesn't feel very good in any of the classes outside of Jade Rogue. And that's only because they have, like, the broken activator. But yeah, the fact that these decks still have to run the River Crocolisk just to have enough is unfortunate in my opinion. All right, we're gonna play this. Another marshy opinion. J count is getting up there. We're at 3 for the next one. That's how you know. That's how you know this is the nuts. Corrupting Mists. Isn't that corrupting cheating? Wait. 12, so I would need 10 more. Do I ever have 10 damage? It's a boring end, but, you know, who doesn't like to win? I don't. Is this the nuts? It's the nuts. Hello, Twitch users and YouTube viewers. Hello. Waluigi time, why do you call him Martian when you Martian the good cards, marsh out the winning games? Hey, thank you so much for 60 months, Waluigi time. I appreciate you. How are you, my friend? Hey, Speedo. Will Marshy get to Legend and Twist this season? Hey, Matthias. You've been playing Warcraft Rumble a bunch? Oh my goodness, I didn't do... No, I have all day, right? It resets at midnight. I'm fine. I was like, I didn't finish all my dailies. I was like, I had a little bit trouble sleeping, so I played a bunch of Rumble before bed, but Yeah. Hey, Big Sereno. How am I? I'm good. I'm like back to making the concerted effort to like be more physically active. All I did today was go on a longer walk than usual. And I did 40 jump ropes. Then I came back and I stretched. And I feel very unhappy. So I'm very aware of how much progress I need to make before I start like feeling good. Do you believe in God? Clearly your followers do because they watch your YouTube religiously. Oh, well, there you go. It's good to have your followers hang in there. Speaking of, let's see how Quest Mage Part 2 did. I think it did exactly the same as Quest Mage Part 1. Oh, no, it did better. It did about 1.5 thousand better. I did 2 Quest Mage videos. One where I framed it as the worst deck, as the most evil deck, and one where I framed it as the most wholesome deck. The most wholesome deck did like 1.6 thousand views better. Do you believe? I read that. What's up, gamer? How you doing, Guapo Pescado? What's the good word? Alright. Well, that's taking the... Actually, I should have drawn a card, huh? Because if I do this and this, which was my plan, it's going to deal 7 damage. So maybe I messed up. Guess I won't waste it now. Not so bad. How's the twist meta? So far, it's so far today. I haven't played in like a week. So far today, it's all Renalock. This is game 2. How's Twist been feeling, by the way? You're the only person I know who plays it. It's not like... I don't think I've encountered a hand buff paladin yet, which is what ruined last season for me. So, TBD. I mean, like, I don't want more of these in the deck yet. So there's no point using the location. I guess in hindsight only. I wish I had, like, held on to that Nourish. I wonder if the catch-up packs could help Twist Mode. Oh, it surely would. I think it would do a lot of good. I think that it would do a lot of good. My shield for... Now, why wouldn't you want to have that +1/+1 on that? Tell me that. Why wouldn't you want +1/+1 on that? Your minions will explode. The reason I'm not just dropping this is because I don't know how much board space I'm going to need when I finally get to do this. You just hope they're priced well. I assume they'll just be the same cost as regular packs. I don't see why they wouldn't be. They don't make a lot of sense if they're price hiked. If they end up being like premium packs, then it defeats the purpose. Well, huh. So it's going to be this and this to clear at least the first wave of Infernal here. And then, like, do I just have to play these just to have tempo? I don't think I'm winning this one, right? Like, they have so much gas and I'm out of stuff. I need to top deck, like, Nourish into Ancient of Lore or something. I feel like they could be higher priced since you can get 50 cards in one pack. Well, the point is to let people catch up. If you price them higher, then it's the same as regular packs. It just defeats the purpose. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Should I waste one of these on Kuhn? Certainly, right? Certainly. I guess I'll say him too. Oh, I was gonna use one for this. All right, I forgot, chat. That's my bad. All right, that's on me. That's on me. No one to blame but myself. That was pretty mid, Aviana-kun. I like that I'm like not dead and I got to play some cards. And the best solution here is probably just twisting Nether. But I hate that I don't really have a play for next turn other than just do this. Infernal! Oh my goodness, I'm so pleased. I don't just pass, right, to wait for the thing, I just do it. Woohoo! My shield for Blargus. If you say so. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. Don't play anything else, it's fine. No, that's a disaster for me, chat. So if I get rid of one of those, they're down to 13. I just lose. I can do like this, but like, you know. Oh, I thought I gave that taunt. So now we just lose, right? Maybe. Certainly they have something to remove it. Okay, I'm out. We lost this one. We lost that one, chat. Does this deck need, like, Acolyte? I feel like in this mode, as soon as you start wondering if your deck needs an Acolyte in it, you know that your deck isn't worth playing. Sad. Let's try some... Like, I'm kind of interested in just playing something that works. I'm not, like, super motivated to play something overly spicy, so... I'll try Rogue, see if I like that better. I want to play Fasty Rogue, right? I guess I want to play Cthulhu, I guess. So, prep. And Thune. It's just like, I don't like running, I like running the bladed thing, and I like running, no, Cthulhu, and I like running that. I don't like running this. It feels so clunky. Is it good? Yeah, it feels like a really large package. Like, we can't even run steps. I mean, like, nobody's really stopping me, right? I could just run steps, but sure, why not? Why not? I'll just do it my own way. Draw. Why should I conform? And small time. Small. Alright, we got there. Patches, and then who's the chumby swash chumbler? Alright. Am I missing anything mandatory? I feel like I have all the good things. Sup, Martian? So I was playing with your version of Quest Mage, and I gotta say, Vixalis is freaking nuts. Isn't he crazy? Dude, Pally feels pretty good in Twist right now. Yeah, I assume it's the best deck. Hi, Marshy. Can I ask what card are you looking for in the Quest Mage you posted on YouTube? Is ETC always a keep? ETC is never a keep. Toss that thing right back into your deck. It's like infinitize the magnitude, volume up, Savara, and the thing that tutors Savara. Istock feels awful sometimes, but also wins games on its own sometimes. True. Hey, I've loved the longer quest mage videos recently. They've been great to watch in the morning with coffee. Hey, I'm glad you liked them, bedrooms. Also, good to see you. I hope you're well. I actually had a lot of fun playing quest mage. The second quest mage video and stream were out of spite. Like, it bothers me so much when people like go after my character that I would deign to play quest mage, and like people are threatening me with like unfollows and like telling me I'm a bad person. Like, I'm not gonna not play quest mage. I was just gonna lean into it. So funny is like I did a whole second quest mage stream and video to spite my viewers, and I thought that would make me feel better, and then it didn't make me feel any better. So like, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna not play what I want to play, but I guess I don't want to do endless quest mage videos until the end of time. So yeah. Yeah, I noticed your quest mage doesn't try to go infinite. Yeah, it just tries to win. Yade. So we want... What's the perfect Jade portrait?
I have trained for ages to surpass my every limit.
What I want to know is, why do you bother calling this Maiev? I mean, like, I could see, like, the horn thing here and her ponytail. Like, I know what they're going for, but... It's like putting a couple of Charizard horns on, like, a Kyogre and calling it Charizard, you know what I mean? Like... The two thumbnail and titles combo made me laugh so hard. Thank you. If you roll evocation in Finley and starting hand, do you keep it? Yes. Maybe a third one will? Alright, we'll go back and do a third one. Man, I learned when you're in the mental rut, you may need to just take a break from the game. Marshy played a deck that people who don't like it don't like. How could you? I know. With all the Reno support, do you think Framester will see more play? I mean, people... Okay, so Kingsbane is a good deck, right? And so people started putting Sticky Fingers at like a completely disproportionate rate in their decks. And that's not a good idea, and people still did it en masse. So I would assume, like, if Highlander goes up, we'll see more, like, Albatross and Framester and whatever else. It's just kind of something people do. I never understood why some people attach morality to deck archetypes. It just doesn't make sense. It's not evil to play any deck. Yeah, I agree. It's really stupid. It's, like, super stupid. It bothers me so much that people think that way. And like I've been thinking about it, like if I had conversations with, when I grew up, my buddies and I, we would just play things that we wanted to play, and we wouldn't talk about how something was fundamentally undermining the game, or like, you know, how could they print this, or like, you know, it's so annoying when people choose an archetype. We would just like play what we wanted first of all, but also like if there was a problem, we would figure out how to like overcome it. You know, like we didn't have conversations where like I have all the time in Hearthstone. I'm not articulating this very well, I don't think, but maybe you get it. And like I don't think I ever would have loved Hearthstone. I don't think I ever would have loved card games the way that I do if my friends and I had talked about card games the way that I talk with people, the way that people talk with me, I guess. I don't know. About Hearthstone, you know? It feels very tedious to have a lot of these conversations so many times, and like, you know, I never like, you know, we never framed things in like, you know, quest mage players. You know, if we had like an archetype, we would talk about the archetype and what we needed to do about it. But like, we wouldn't like, you know what I mean? I don't know what to. I'm not prepared to articulate this better than I am, I guess. But all it is to say is like a lot of the fun is taken out of it by the immense judgmentalism of the community, and I think for me that's kind of starting to come to a head. I think it's starting to like get like it's never been like something that doesn't get to me, I guess, but like it's starting to like affect my enthusiasm. Does that make sense? It's because that's like basically never in the perfect 30 at this point. I think for like an even warlock type of thing, maybe you would still include it and it would be good. The Jade card back is one of your faves, so clean, yeah. Do you think the Fractured Ellie makes the Quest Mage list, or is it Cap? Fractured Ellie. Oh, that's the 6 mana thing that like draws an elemental and puts it. Oh, it reduces the cost, right? Like you could play that on 6 and then have a half cost Vexalis. Maybe that does make the list. Hey, Alti. Okay, Pikachu player, I know, right? Okay, well, here comes the Blade of Cthulhu. That's my opinion on that. The one that splits, it reduces cost and both have the effect, so Tutor also makes it harder to disrupt. I feel like disruption, as far as like Dirty Rat type stuff, is super overrated in current WoW. Like absolutely dreadfully terrible. So I'm not really concerned about that, but what's my step target? It's probably this, right? Should I make the joke? I won't. I keep thinking Aya has a card in front of her on the left. What do you mean? Lets you squeeze the big completion turn in more reliably with biscuits. No, for sure. Yeah, like the tutoring, I'm like, all right, that's kind of nice, I guess. And the disruptability play around is like, okay, I guess that matters. But the being able to reduce the cost of it is pretty good. The art in Aya looks split. Yeah, I guess a little bit. Not gonna lie, it's not one of my favorites. I might like original Aya better. This one has a very different energy. Everyone say hi, Renee. Renee says hi. Do we win? No. We never win. Not if I can help it. Where didn't get the other shuriken. We did get that though. This is at least looking like it's a win in a second. I don't think my opponent's going to explode me, so I think I'm sending that face. That's my big opinion. Yeah. See you later, Persuade. It's White Eyes? I don't know that it's White Eyes. It might just be a Jade Golem, but maybe it's White Eyes. Like, I thought it was White Eyes at first, but then I kind of stared at it for a second and I'm like, is that a Jade Golem? So I don't know. It might be. Why did I think that there was a quest to redeem? Why would she hide from a golem? It doesn't look like she's hiding from it. It looks like she's trying to meet it. Like, it looks like a shady deal is happening. That's how I interpreted it anyway. How often do you think bad players get reported as bots? Often. Like, the thing in the trench coat looks like a private eye to me. And she's like, gonna meet it on the witness protection program or something. I don't know, like, what the actual story is there, but that's the vibe I got. Well, this is one of the hands I've ever had, I'll say that much. Oh my goodness, it's already so much better. Come forth, Patches. I often don't think to report bots unless I play 3+ in a row. My policy is I'm not going to report people unless there's something in place to tell me whether or not action was taken. I just can't be asked to do something that might be futile. So if I get feedback, then I will do it. I will participate. But if I don't get any feedback, then I'm not going to waste my time. Burr, 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 burr.
Are you my master?
Are you my mommy? Boop. There's so many plays where I think Bronze Me thought was good. Oh, that Bronze Me thought was good. Diamond Me thought was garbage, and now knowing I do R5 head again. Yeah, like sometimes you like going face, I guess, is the big one, right? But like why you do something, I guess, matters, and also like the position you're in when you do it. Because like it's not like you come all the way back to going face every time, right? You go face initially, and then you kind of learn that you need to trade a little bit. You need to like value keeping your opponent off of board, and then you don't like come back around to, all right, I need to go face every time again. You go like, I need to go face unless I have a good reason not to go face. You need to think about like, is there a good enough reason to trade on board right now? That's like where you land. But I agree with what you're saying. Hearthstone lore fact of the day, number 61. Did you know that apparently Aya was a rebellious teenager? From what we see in signature art from Caverns of Time, it seems that White Eyes is trying to find her as he is her sworn bodyguard. She might not even know who he is in the pic, though. Is this
I wonder.
Oh, like, source me, bro. It's not a dev. It looks nice in the full art. All right, well. That stuff.
Taste the poison.
Like, he gets a pop-up once in a while that says, yo, thank you for reporting this player. We reviewed it. Thanks for your help. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's very pleasurable to listen to your voice. Well, I appreciate that. It's certainly better than the alternative. Imagine trying to have a streaming career where people cringe at the every word you say. So you're playing this deck due to the Hearthstone fact of the day? Exactly. I am playing it because I rolled the Aya signature. So is a factor. Do I make this trade? I don't think so. They have to make that trade. They can also make that trade if they want. All right, starting next turn, I get to play cards again. You enjoy their lore facts? I just want, like, the source. Hey, don't get that off of Lotus Agents. What are you doing? Unacceptable. Wow, that is some filthy cheating if I've ever seen it. All right, so now we can kind of get rid of these things. And I can do this and hope it works out for me. So I could, if this sticks, I could trade with it, bounce it, play it again, and play this too. Man, Jade's Telegram at 4 still makes me roll my eyes. That was only the good choice if they were offered step, this, and that, right? If they were offered this, then you always shuffle that back in, I think. I thought it was cool. Hearthstoners got to see N'Zoth before WoW players did. Goodbye, Blade of Kabul. Yikes. Chat, I may be in trouble, not gonna lie. I won't lie to you, chat. This may be what we in the business call Jover. I guess if they like if they end up like trading this, it'll be to my benefit. Alright, so this is gonna heal me for, oh, it can only heal me for 4, but still. Unlucky. Alright, steps were not great that game. I guess I could have killed one, huh? I could have like bounced this 3 times to kill one. It wasn't technically over, but it was pretty over. After this month, no twist until February? Really? I guess that's to focus on the new expansion. Alright. Source? He links the source. You can click on it. I just reviewed it. Do I keep this? I don't know. I found another use for Timeline Accelerator. I found another use for Timeline Accelerator. Octobot is playable again. Garrot and Questro got a lot more fun playing them. No Angoro cards? Am I really playing 0 Angoro cards? Am I cringe, chat? Answer me, chat. Am I cringe? Am I the worst? Not even a single Angoro card? Oh, there's Sherazin. What if I cut the Cthulhu stuff that I'm not all that high on? What about that? What if I did that? Answer me that, chat. What if I did that thing? Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Taste the poison. Taste the rainbow. Man, we like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slots open up if I cut that. All right, we gonna Ungorify this deck.
Put this apple on your head.
I'm bummed that Ungoro only got 1 season. It's kind of brutal. I'll get 1 season of Ungoro Twist. Razor Petal, probably at least the 2-cost one. I'm not gonna build like a Malagos route. I want like a tempo Jade thing. But I'm excited to cut the Cthulhu stuff. I think the Cthulhu stuff is a little awkward. Maybe I'll put in Edwin. There's Van Leaf too. Van Leaf takes 2 cards to go with it to be good, right? Oh, you know what would be cringe? Is if I had like... I wish I had now. There you go, chat. I know you like that. Sorry, I killed them both. At least they died together, you know what I mean? It would have been cringe to like shuffle their Carnasa back into their deck, huh? Doggy. Oh, and Phantom Knives is probably pretty good, isn't it? Because of all the dude paladin that I haven't faced yet. Oh, there's oh my goodness, there's the Poggers card. The sweetest card of all time. That in Rogue. Well, I'm a huge Sharazin fan, so it doesn't like actually apply to everything. But what am I thinking of? Cost 5, destroy something combo. What's that card called? Something Vine, right? Is it Vine Slayer? What is that card called? Vile Spine Slayer. All right, cool. Yeah, I love that card. Peak Hearthstone. Gotta play that. All right, are you ready to lose, opponent? No, they didn't get to see my Aya. All right. Let's go. Let's build Chumbus Rogue. Let's build Chumbus Rogue. Also, why are you gonna like... Why are you gonna buy this bundle for literally 1 month? Like, that's 20 on Goro packs. 1 month. Go buy Cthulhu stuff. That's not a Cthulhu stuff. All right, that's a Cthulhu stuff. Is that all of it? Sick. All right, let's go to Ungoro. No, let me put. So I'm gonna put in that. I mean, that hitting the right Jade thing is pretty funny. Maybe I don't want like Biteweed or Edwin. Maybe I do just want like Vile Spine Slayer, Sharazin Corpse Flower. That. But they get so much better with Edwin, right? Is there anything... The neutrals just kind of stink, right? I think I need backstab in here. I think volley is good, isn't it? Even if I don't. Like, just as far as like reactivating my corpse flower and stuff. But yeah, I wanted backstab, right? But then if I don't include the Edwins, does that matter as much? Also, are my steps doing anything for me? Steps are nice with this. Like, is this doo-doo? It's doo-doo, right? Like this, I was actually like super unimpressed with this in Wild. I was expecting it to be decent. But it's not like I have Auctioneer, right? So backstabs are actually kind of bad. Is there anything else I'm trying to fit in here? Could put in Zeril. I like Zeril. And that costs 5. I need backstabs or else I can't play that. All right, so here, let me backstab and we'll cut Mimic Pod. Because nobody can tell me that that's great. And then I'll consider Thalanos, maybe, now that I have so much extra. Oh, we can run Trickster. maybe I'm trying to do too many things. Well, if I just don't bother with Trickster, we'll run Thalnos. And then we'll have a tempo rogue, and we gotta have some burst with that flexes to revive my corpse flower. Where's the goose? Oh yeah, we're not goosing. We're not goosing. We're not coping that hard. Hey, what's up, Rory? How you doing? You sent me a message on the Twitters, and I was wondering if you got hacked. Because it was like a... It was like an advertisement. Hey, Gimme Lamp. But these appear to be like Lord of the Rings Christmas sweaters, so maybe that was intentional. El Sarge, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. How are you? No, that was you, Christmas sweater wreck. Ah, okay, cool. I'll check those out then. Trust me, just take a look. All right, I will. El Sarge, thank you so much for the 3 months, my friend. How are you doing? They have one about cooking potatoes, and I was like, oh my god, Martian? All right. Apparently, I gotta check it out. Better now, wish some marshmallow time. Nice. All right, here's that. Oh my goodness. Counterfeit coin is in here. Counterfeit coin helps with all of my stuff. What should I cut for counterfeit coin? We're starting to have to make some rough decisions. It might actually be Shadow Step. Oh, it's insta Shadow Step, right? Like, who cares about Shadow Step in this deck? All right. We'll cut Shadow Step for counterfeit coin. Bran. Seems like cheating to me. What I don't like about Bran is I can't tempo this without them getting brand value, but do I care if they get brand value? I'm gonna assume that I don't. How am I? I spent 5 hours learning how to do a French braid on myself for the wedding this weekend. Was it successful at least? The title says Marshy Stream, but there is no Marsh Queen. Clickbait. The Marsh Queen is in the other room, working. Yeah, I know which Marsh Queen you meant. I do this and this, and then I play this based card. Alternatively, I could go this, and it'll flip my shares in. In which case, I should have held the backstab, right? Yes. But I want my shares in back up. And this hits bigger things too. So I guess I won't make my mistake worse by leaning into it. They fixed Merc's AFK, unlucky. Please tell Renee her handling of her hair is incredible, and trust me, you don't appreciate it enough. Oh. I appreciate her hair. And her efforts. Wait, so you can't grind Mercs anymore? But yes, I'll pass that along, Rory. What would the 1-drop requirement have to be to make the Hunter Quest playable? Oh, like if you were just going to reduce it? Oh, the fact that Carnessa has Rush, I think, is enough to make that have been a thing at the time.
Think.
1, 2. So I kind of have to play something stupid if I want to activate my shares in this turn. Well, okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Think.
And I just float a mana? I guess. I always laugh at people when they pick this.
Taste the poison.
I did get it, and it looked fabulous, and the bride okayed it. Nice.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Wow, guys, Sharezen is back. Sharezen is so back. So back. It's as back as it is. Go forth, my vile spine slayers. So OTZ. Hope they eventually expand catch-up packs to Twist and Wild, especially Twist, because I really feel that would help promote a lot. I imagine they will. I imagine they will. Did I see this? 6 new reward skin choices added, including Death Knight for completing the reward track. Is that today or soon? Tomorrow? Brutal. So, like, I've been waiting since Dark Moon to be able to say that I have a complete portrait collection, but, like, Death Knight has been so lame for the past 2 expansions that, like, I haven't gotten any wins in that time. I've barely played Death Knight since the first couple months when it was out, and I got, like, I'm at, like, 750, I think, right now. Oh, yeah, Patches was really behaving there, huh? I'm gonna pull this back just because if it dies, I no longer have a target. Like, it's usually better to leave it out, right? But it's little like my Shadow Step is pointless if I don't do it now. So anyways, I don't have the 1K Death Knight skin. So I guess I'm gonna have to wait, what is it, 2 more years before I have another opportunity to say that I've collected them all. At this point, I think it's literally never happening. I'm approaching the point where if they turn up the cosmetic rollout any higher, I might start not trying to pick them up all up anymore. And then, like, I don't think it's been like really pressuring me so much as like I've been getting less joy out of not, like, I've been having a collection of digital stuff has lost its appeal to me. Like, I don't really want to collect pixels anymore. You know what I mean? Because, like, you think about what happened to the China server. That stuff could all just be gone at any time. What was I going to add? I actually forgot. I had something very specific I was going to add in place of Shadow Steps. Coins, thank you. Staring, it's like, what was I going to add? All right, here we go. Plus, like, the 12-win brawl, right? Like all they have to do is do something like I came this close to losing my complete collection forever, just because of the them putting one behind the 12-win brawl, right? And so any kind of decision could invalidate my collection at any time. It doesn't really make sense to it doesn't make sense to collect things digitally. So like, anyways, I've just lost my enthusiasm for having a digital collection. So considering, especially now that like they've just added 2 years to me having a complete collection, right as I came so close to having a complete one again. Maybe I won't buy them all anymore. I don't know. We'll find out. Was the second brawl same skin? It was nothing. Gone at any time, just like Twist, yeah. Feels so bad for DK. Their growth to being a good deck will take a long time due to the rune system. I don't think so. I think it's like, I guess do I kill that? Is it worth taking an extra damage? I guess to like chill, see if I want to do that. Second brawl was nothing. Like there was no catch up. There was no. Oh, I was gonna add fan. How am I gonna fit everything in my deck? Where's my extra large? Well, where'd that go? Trade with this. Which card games, digital or physical, do you play on a regular basis, and how would you rank them in terms of how fun they are? Well, I mean, like, it depends, like, it depends so much on a lot of factors. Like, you know, MTG would be way higher if accessibility was better, right? Like, when you have all the cards, Magic is one of the better ones, but because it's so hard to have all the cards, it ranks really low for me. Like everything's so expensive that like I can't really play the game the way that I want to. Don't discover that. What are you doing? Cheating of the highest order. What's up, Pug? Pug, why do my opponents cheat so much? What's up with that? Also, what's up with this? Can they stop? Alright, I guess what I want is for them to trade with their Edwin. Yo, what's up, Hatter? Thank you for the 41 million trillion years. How you doing, baby? We were just talking about card games and where I'd put them. Oh my goodness. Do I include dead games? I've been playing MTG Arena for a few months, and honestly, I think Hearthstone is way more fun. I think digital Magic is worse than digital Hearthstone for sure. But physical Magic is better than do I lose? Is better than do I lose? Yeah, I do want Fan. Fan seems like a good idea. Do I ever cut these pirates? Cutting pirates seems like a throw to me. Do I ever go down to just like, is it okay to just run Buccaneer, or is Swashbuckler good enough that you have to run it too? Every game counts. Every game counts, like, currently. Because I would rate Pokemon way higher for its, like, at its peak than I would at right now. It's so hard for the context, but I guess, like, let me just come up with a good answer for you in a second. Should I cut Swashbuckler? Should I cut Buccaneer? Should I cut all of it? Cutting all of it seems really bad to me. So is Buck better than Swashbuckler, actually? Wonder if it's not. I'll assume it is and keep that one. Run Fan. I really wanted to run Fan. We'll see if that's better than a Swashbuckler. Digital has the massive upside of being able to play from home. Right, but like for Magic, it adds the rope to every action. And that is much less tedious on tabletop than it is in digital. In digital, it's incredibly tedious. But in tabletop, I think it's totally fine. So like that type of thing is a big difference for me. Yo, here for another crazy Martian deck. How you doing, Baines? How you doing? How you be doing? Oftentimes, setting up a time to play card games with friends is the biggest opponent. Yeah. Like, that's what's nice about Hearthstone is it, like, you always have an opponent, right? Like, when you have time to play, you can play with somebody. But there's, like, a little bit of, like, lack of depth, I guess. It's hard to, like, quantify that because people, like to say that Hearthstone is less skill-based than it is. Terry, thank you so much for 8 months, my friend. I appreciate you. But there's like there's a lack of complexity that I think you know, when you compare it to like a tabletop game like Magic is so much more fun. Like once you really get into it. Anyways, arbitrary spur of the moment, completely off the top of my head, ranking system for how I've enjoyed things at their peak. How about that? That's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm rating this all by how I've enjoyed them at the most I've ever enjoyed them. Pokemon number 1, because Pokemon back in the it was like it's Hidden Legends, I think is the name of the set. From between Hidden Legends until Diamond and Pearl, like that section. So that was like 2005 to 2007-ish, so like that area. It was like a dream format for every type of player. There was endless like spike things to do, endless anti-meta stuff to do, and endless shenanigans. Like everything was like the pace of the game was gated in such a way that nothing could get so powerful that you couldn't you know, play the game your own way. And there was a huge variety of stuff, and I don't know, it was just like deck builder's dream, net decker's dream. There was something for everyone. I've never seen a card game be as flexible for different player types than Pokemon was back in that era. And then before that, pretty good. After that, still really good, but not quite as good. Until about like the black and white era was when like that type of thing started to peter off. So black and white, when did that come out? Black and white would have been like 2011, I think. So up until about 2011, I would say Pokemon is the best one. Then Magic, I really enjoyed Standard in the in the Theros era. Again, I think that there was a lot of like there's a lot of like variety in what you could play. I guess mono black was pretty oppressive, but like that didn't show up at Friday Night Magic the way that it did at larger tournaments, I guess. But I really enjoyed that. Generally, I think Commander is an amazing way to play, but the price of the game, both in both in digital and in person, is so much that like it really takes away from the game. Like you cannot have unless you are a rich person, you cannot have the amount of variety that's necessary for a game to be truly for a card game to be truly glorious. So anyways, but the full potential of Magic is largely untapped for most people, which takes away from it. So then Dragon Ball Z TCG from Score and Panini, not the current one for Super, but that one you would have a main character and then your health was your deck. And you would enter these combats with your opponent where you would use an attack and your opponent would use a block. And depending on how it would go, your opponent would have to start discarding cards from the top of their deck. And just the way that it was very much simulated like two characters brawling it out. I don't know if any of you guys played the original Dragon Ball Z card game, but it was glorious. The mechanics were wasted on their creator, in my opinion. It's a pretty like yucky thing to say, I guess, but like they didn't ban cards, they errated them. They like tried to nerf physical cards. So there would be like there was this long rule book of like cards that had their functionality inherently changed. So you couldn't like read cards and know what they did. That was problem number one. I guess that like I don't even think that was the worst problem. The worst problem was the other one, which is ultra rares were like, so a box will be about $100 to get, right? The box will be about $100 and you get like 30 packs or something like that. And then there's a case, which is like 6 boxes. So you'd have ultra rares that you need to have like 3 copies of in every deck. And an ultra rare will only show up in 1 in every like 3 boxes. So if you order a case for like $600 or more, you can expect to get like 2 ultra rares. So not even a playset of the one you need is possible. But then you might not even get, like, there were enough of them that you might not expect to pull any of the ones you actually want at all. So like it's just like, if you wanted to play competitively, it was expensive. So yeah, it was pricing everyone out of like competitive play, which is unfortunate. There is a theme, maybe you guys will see to this, that I feel like price of access matters. But anyways, the mechanics of that game were phenomenal. On a pure mechanical level, it's easily my favorite. I haven't liked a card game as much as that one ever. Then Hearthstone, definitely. So Hearthstone loses out on the on like a bit of the depth to complexity that physical card games get, but that's a good thing because physical card games usually don't translate very well to digital. Pokemon does okay because you don't play on your opponent's turn. But in my opinion, the more... I guess I'm doing that just to get my shares in up. You want to pass priority as little as possible. So like in Magic, you play a thing and then you're like each and every time, like I did 4 things that turn, right? Because we saw the shares and flip. Each time I did that, my opponent would have a chance to do something. So it would, like, a rope would start coming up. I'd have to wait after each and every one of those actions to for my opponent to say, okay, that's fine. And that's just like not smooth gameplay for digital. I have less fun doing that. So the fact that Hearthstone is a digital first game, right? Like they're digital only, but like it's designed for digital. Only passes priority once. So like I do my thing, then I pass, and I can chill out and watch you do your thing. And then when it comes back to my turn, I can play. So I think that matters, and the speed of the game. So I don't know. That's what I like about Hearthstone, I guess. I think one of the big things, there's a lot that like I would say could improve Hearthstone, but one of the big things I think is there's too many classes. There should be like 5 or 6 in my opinion. There's too much too much of the game is gated behind too little of the game, you know what I mean? In other card games, there's always ways for you to kind of mix and match classes. Like you can run all the classes in Magic the Gathering. But you have to build your land base for it, right? So your deck becomes less consistent for each class you add, but you can do it. Same thing for Pokemon. You have to have like the energies required to run the different types. In original Dragon Ball Z, you could run all of the martial arts styles, but you got a bonus for picking just one. So like there's a like everything's very flexible. So you have a lot of options on the ways you build your stuff. But in Hearthstone, because all of the good cards are class cards, and like each class originally a 9th of the game, each class will get a 9th of the good cards, right? So because there's so much less good cards to go around because they're spread exclusively 9 ways, it constricts each class to do very few things. There's not a lot of like if you're playing Warlock, you can generally... Warlock is a terrible example because it usually has an aggro deck and a control deck. But if you're playing Paladin, you can generally expect... Like if you see the Paladin portrait show up, you can generally expect to know what your opponent is playing because there's not a lot of options for them. Like thinking about Standard, not thinking about Wild, where like it's been enough time. But... So anyways, I think that's where Hearthstone is a little bit like spread too thin to have a lot of deck building depth. Much more confined to a few powerful things that define what your archetype can do. So that was top. Terrible order on my part. I would have much preferred that to go face. But talented. So let's do one more for top 5. So that was Pokemon, Magic, Dragon Ball Z, Hearthstone. What's the next one? Next one is, you know what? I should have swung with the patches before I daggered, because then I could have gone this.
Taste the poison.
The hidden army rises. Who goes there?
I guess World of Warcraft TCG would probably be the one that I've enjoyed the most after that. It was like Magic, but it solved some of the land issues. So it still did the thing that Hearthstone does where it constricts the cards to the class, but there were a lot of they didn't only restrict it by class. They also restricted things by faction and by race and stuff like that. So like, it's not like all of the good things were specifically in a class. Sometimes, you know, just if you were playing an orc, you got a bonus that was good, or you were playing on the alliance and you got like an extra special synergy or something like that. So it was a lot more flexible in that regard. And then they started coming out with these heroes that were like demons, and they could use like the hero, the spells from one class, but the weapons from another class. So there was like a little bit of flexibility that way. What was really nice about the WoW TCG is it played very similar to Magic. But what was nice about it, apart from like, I think I've always thought that like having a hero is really cool. Like that's a big thing of why I like Dragon Ball Z, is you were playing like as Vegeta or as Frieza or something like that. You know, I have a Frieza deck or something. Same thing with the WoW TCG. You had a character that you were playing as, and then yours. Same thing for, well, it's not as cool for this because it's only cosmetic. But anyways, so you would have, your hero would have like a specific bonus. It was actually pretty mild. It was like hero powers, but like much more balanced. And because they were all like usually once a game things. Like you would get a small bonus once a game that was overcosted. But anyways, it played very similar to Magic. What was cool about it is the land system was better. So your any of your cards could be a land. There was no land drought, because if you drew too many non-land cards, you would just put you would put one of your regular cards face down, and it would count as a land. So that was pretty nice. And then guess I gotta kill him quick, huh? What if I do this? What then?
Taste the poison.
Oh, did I just float 2 mana like an absolute buffoon? Why did I think I was tapped? Oh, it's because I prepped and forgot that I prepped. All right, I stink. I'm a little bit distracted, that's all. All right. That's all it is. I'm not trash. I know I'm trash. But WoW TCG. So yeah, the not only could all of your cards be lands, so you could never just like not draw enough lands and lose because of that. But that was in their hand before, so yeah, I could have like coin Jade Telegrammed and not lost here. But they all had these like cool effects. They were all like card advantage cards. They were overcosted or required like really specific synergies. But your lands didn't feel bad to play. You weren't playing any lands that were just kind of like their only function was to be a basic land. It was all like there were quests. So you would pay 2, and if you were on the alliance, you would get to look at the top 4 cards for an alliance card or something like that. You know, like it was that type of stuff. And then if you didn't draw enough of them, you just put your regular cards down, and you didn't have to fall behind. So I thought that was way better. Apparently, Mr. Kibbler, was heavily involved in designing that one. Wasn't there equipment for heroes too? Yeah.
Well met.
Nothing scares me.
Isn't it great that we know Twist in December, January? Yeah. Have you heard of the legend of Martian Boo? If you say his name 3 times, he will appear and give you chocolate cake. What's up, Darkseeker? How you doing? Good to see you. Which card games you've played had the wackiest decks? Probably Hearthstone, actually. Taste the poison. Like outright wacky decks. for sure Hearthstone, I think. It's because they want to have wacky decks, right?
Come with me into the future.
Come with me, and you'll see. How often will we be able to play Twist? Nobody knows. Pound it, Buggy Man. Alright.
Taste the poison.
No divine shield for you. No divine shield for you. Commander isn't wacky enough for me? I didn't say it's not wacky enough for me. It just... If I'm gonna like think about wacky gameplay, I gotta give it to Hearthstone. Alright, there's the patches. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you, patches. By the holy light! By the holy light! By the holy light! Chat, by the holy light. What are you thinking? Are there any card gamers that manage to prevent OTK? Did I pound it, Bugman? Pound it. Are there any card games that manage to prevent OTK being a thing, or is that really a problem for all of them? Pokemon. Pokemon, there's been like 2 that I can think of in Pokemon. So like, in Pokemon, you wanna take, at the beginning of the game, you put out 6 prize cards. Like, you take 6 cards off the top of your deck and put them to the side. And then as you knock out your opponent's Pokemon, you get to take one of the prize cards and put it in your hand. And then once you've taken them all, you win. So a Pokemon is worth 1 or 2 prize cards, depending on how like powerful it is. So like for the most part, they've come out with a couple that are worth 3. Like they've done it a couple times. So in some rare cases, it comes down to knocking down 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, but that's their own choice. Like you build your deck to have Pokemon that are worth 3 prizes. So you can't really OTK in that game because you have to you only get 1 attack a turn, and you're almost always only knocking out 1 Pokemon at a time. So OTKs are very, very rare. I can think of a couple though. Because I know you guys want to hear me talk about Pokemon more. Oh my goodness, I'm so talented. Look at this. What am I even doing, chat? So good at this game. Lose to me, opponent. Oh, thought that was pretty good too. There was a deck in Unlimited, which was never been a supported format. So Unlimited is any card ever, has never been supported as a format. There's like a slightly more than standard format called Expanded that was supported for a while, but there's never been a every card ever format that was supported with tournament gameplay. But there was a deck in there that that could OTK. So this was back when
Want to try an apple?
very brief gameplay mechanics of Pokemon. So Pokemon can only evolve if they've been out for a turn. So like you put out your Pikachu, and then next turn you can evolve it to a Raichu. Then you can only attack once per turn. So you attack at the end of your turn, you use an attack on your Pokemon. You've seen Pokemon cards, most of you, right? They have those like little energy symbols. Those are attacks. You once per turn you can attack, and once you've attacked, your turn is over. What this deck would do... Oh, and there's trainer cards, which are the non-Pokemon, non-energy cards. those have a bunch of subtypes, one of which is supporter. And supporters have the strongest effects on them, but you can only play one supporter a turn. So what this deck did is a Porygon 2, which evolves from Porygon, had an effect that lets you discard a supporter from your hand. And when you did that, it would use the effect of that supporter. So it didn't count as your supporter for that turn. It would just let you do that once per turn. And that was on a Poke Power, which was not an attack. There was a special trainer that you could have in play called Broken Time Space that would let you evolve the same turn you played a Pokemon. And there was a supporter that your opponent would return one of their bench Pokemon to their hand, and you would return one of your bench Pokemon to your hand. So what you would do with this... What you would do with this is you would get your Porygon 2 on the bench with your Broken Time Space out. You would evolve. Okay, you would go Porygon 2 because you had Broken Time Space out. You don't have to wait a turn to evolve. Use the effect on the Porygon 2 to discard that supporter from your hand, returning Porygon 2 from your hand, and returning one of your opponent's bench Pokemon of their choice to their hand. Then you would play the Porygon back down, evolve it right away because you have Broken Time Space out, and play another Seeker, returning the Porygon back to your hand again, and returning one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their hand again. And you would repeat that cycle until your opponent had no bench Pokemon. Then you would play a... there's this Drifblim that for 3 colorless energies would shuffle the Drifblim and your opponent's active Pokemon into your deck. So there was a special energy that could only be attached to evolved Pokemon, and it would go away at the end of the turn, but it was worth 3 energies. So you got to like send up your Drifblim, shuffle the Drifblim and your opponent's active Pokemon into your respective decks. It could evolve because of Broken Time Space again, and because you played the Seeker so many times to keep putting their bench Pokemon back into their hand, they have no Pokemon out, so they lose. Hey, Martian Boo, what should I play in Twist next season? You know what, Zeddy? I'll tell you what you should play in Twist next season. You should play nothing. Play what you deserve. Been taking it away for 2 months. Toxic Martian, yeah. I am pretty toxic. It is known. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm sad it's going away for a couple months. No. All right, Renee was grinding coffee, but I'm back. So, okay, the other one is much more recent, and it was an expanded. An expanded was a supported format. So this was a deck that was like, it was probably tier 4, if I had to guess. But there is a special supporter that if you had, well, that thing value traded, so like my Vilespine Slayer seems a lot worse. Ooh, choices. It's that one, right? Well, am I really already up to 6-6? I've not been paying attention to this game at all. There was a Dialga that has it's actually still standard legal. It has 5 energies for enough damage to like knock out a Pokemon, and you get to take an extra turn. But you can only use that attack once per game, and you can't use that type of attack again either. So you only get like 1 iteration of that. Then Then there's Giratina, which has a different version of that type of thing. So it's a V-star attack and a GX attack. So they're both like, you can only use one of that type of thing per game. So what you would do, oh, one more thing. There was a special supporter that if your active Pokemon was was metal or water, your opponent would have to discard down to 2 bench Pokemon. They got to pick the 2, but then they discard all the other ones or shuffle them back into the deck. I forget which one. It didn't matter. They go down to 2 bench Pokemon. So Dialga is metal. So you would put him active, play it's called Cyrus Prism Star. You would play the Cyrus Prism Star supporter, and your opponent would go down to 2 bench Pokemon. And then you would use the Dialga's attack, which you would cheat energies onto. It doesn't really matter why, or it doesn't really matter how, but you would do it. And use the attack to knock out their active Pokemon. So now they have 2. They have just their active Pokemon and their 1 more bench Pokemon. You take your extra turn, because that's what the attack on the Dialga did. And then the Giratina special attack was if it had the amount of energy, if it had like double the energy necessary to use the attack, you would get to pick 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and discard them. So you would discard your opponent's active Pokemon and discard their bench Pokemon. So those are the 2 combo decks that I've ever seen in like a jillion years of playing Pokemon. It's really hard to come up with a combo deck in that one, just because of how the prizes work. Temporarily disabling Twist to funnel resources into the wild open. I know, right? Good or bad idea for Twist format? All cards are neutral. Is Discord down? I keep hearing that it is. Let me see. It doesn't appear to be down to me. I'm allowed to have Discord, but you guys aren't. That's my opinion, based off of what I just saw. Somehow Engine is sending messages, but I can't. He's a hacker. Does sound like Engine. Does sound like he might hack the Discord. Alright, I see you with your pirate and your patches, but my patches is golden, so it's better. Look at that. You are? Alright, Engine confirms. Indeed hacking the Discord. Discord will be back in February with new twists. Don Martyr, something Chumbo, am I right? Hey, thank you so much, Don Martyr. I appreciate you. How are you? How are you doing? I definitely don't feel ripped off spending money on cavern signatures. Yo, it's so nice playing in a format that doesn't have oh my god, I can just play this out and expect it to resolve. Are you guys on the coin Sharazin train?
Back to your homes.
I do think that the Ungoro bundle for 1 month of Ungoro is pretty awkward. Delete Oh My Og from the game, I agree. Didn't they say Twist isn't available every month? They did. Twist was basically unavailable last month. I didn't even get to Legend. I did not enjoy the hand buff Paladin. Like, it took all the fun out of it for me. I only got to like Diamond 4 or something. On today's episode of Has Martian Made a Terrible Mistake? Martian wonders if he's made a terrible mistake. I don't know. Okay, so here's my reasoning. I want to coin dagger so I can make this trade and ping off one of those things. But if I coin dagger, I've wasted like half a Sherazin. So like I wonder if it's better to just like bink here, and then they'll probably trade this or with like a muster for battle if they do that. Oh, but we're entering Quartermaster land. Maybe I will. All right, fine. I hate doing this, but I think it's probably for the best. Did you see they didn't even add Ungoro to the shop section for Twist? Oh, or update battle. I did see that they didn't update the battle ready decks. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so what I'm hoping is that those catch-up packs come with new Twists, and like that the amount of time that like is being taken to off is gonna like they're gonna come back with like all their lessons learned from how Twist has gone so far. Obviously I'm being an optimist when I say that, but that's what I'm hoping.
I cannot do that.
The current catch-up packs are only for standard? Right. That's what I'm saying, is like, when it comes back, have catch-up packs. Surely they could do that while leaving the mode up. You know what else they could do? Is just let the months where Twist isn't available, put Classic there. Like, what if Twist was just Classic on its off months? And then people who invested in the Classic collection could still have some period of the year where they get to do that. That's nutty. I would love that. Then it doesn't matter if they take time off to like prep really cool Twist things. Well, I think that could have been better. I want to send my shares in face. I feel like trading with shares in here is cope. Taste the poison. Preventing the classic bot problem by not letting bots or anyone play at all. That would help the classic bot problem, wouldn't it? Because like they're only around, like classic is only around for a couple months in that scenario. And then well, I guess you could like save your classic bot and reactivate it just for during that time. I don't know. Yeah, I just do a basic rule set or repeat one. What if off-season Twist is just chess? Not Hearthstone chess, just chess. I really imagine that all the sets would be non-chronological. I don't know that it's going to be... So, after they added Ungoro, I was wondering if they were going to add Frozen Throne, which I think would be really cool. But now that they're taking a couple months off, I'm less sure. But yeah, originally I was expecting... Yo, how dead am I? On a scale from 1 to dead. Okay, yeah, let's get that out of there. I never die here, for sure. They don't immediately top deck it. That's what's up, Baines. They should let you join an infinite Twist queue for December and January. It would feel basically the same. I really want to see Q block and Twist. You ever die here? Oh, I'll die. Oh, I'll die. Don't you worry. Perfect.
moves.
Chat, I feel like this deck might stink. Like, I've been incredibly, like, talkative the last few games. I also just might not be playing very well. I haven't been paying very much attention to the game I'm playing. Man, Twist is such wasted potential. Yeah, at least a little bit. At least a little bit. Like, I think that the concept of catch-up packs could redeem it. Like, if they're gonna go away for a couple months and come back with catch-up packs for whatever their next 3 to 4 month plan is, maybe Twist will be popping. But yeah, I don't know. It's not over yet. Hopefully they're using feedback and data and whatever from their first attempt at a Twist series to come up with something really cool for next time. I will say Riot does give its smaller games a lot of opportunity to prove themselves, brew a bit. After HOTS, I have felt Activision Blizzard management is generally very pessimistic with their vision for something doesn't hold up. Yeah. I'm so sad about HOTS. I loved HOTS. HOTS is like the coolest MOBA. I want to play HOTS right now. I don't think I have HOTS downloaded. I don't think I've played it since I wiped my computer like a doofus. So I don't think it's even downloaded. But I want to throw people over some walls with Garrosh.
Who goes there?
Oh yeah, that could be true, Engine. Go forth, my Jade. I don't know that I'm having any fun with this deck, even. Feels like it's been very boring since I cut the Cthulhu stuff. Maybe it's because it's less solved. It's my own little stupid brew. Maybe it stinks. What are people even playing? I haven't looked at the HS replays for Twist. Paladin is turbo cracked for the 2nd month in a row. You'll love to see it. Wait. People are playing Malagos Rogue? Oh, this looks awful. How's it? Wait, let me look at the win rate. It is awful. All right. Cool. That's not that bad.
Think.
Should I play some Wild after this? I haven't finished the Wild climb either. Saw a video that talked about how the modes were deliberately made to fail and kind of made sense. Why would that be? Like, give me the super basic logic. How do they cheat the Mally out? Barnes. I wish I could play my Slayer here. And why you gotta find that? I guess I'll toss that. Not super impressed with that, but oh, Domo Rogue with bounce around. I'm not in a super memey space right now. Like, just generally, I think I've been doing my own little marshy brews for so many months now that I'm kind of like just in the mood to play something that's effective. That's just kind of been my vibe lately. What's going on in Wild? Let's see what the good Wild stuff is. Time through Legend. There's Pirate Rouge if I wanted to play a Rouge. Oh, this is all like super low sample. What's the best big thing? Oh my goodness, even Shaman? Oh, I could play even Warrior. Even Warrior hasn't gotten anything recently is the only thing. Can I just like draw something that activates my Vile Spines player? What are you guys doing to me over there? Why does it have to be this way? Ugh. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely filthy. Alright, well. At least I lose.
Smart moves. I concede.
I mean, nothing's doing that great. Should I play some Pirate Rouge? So apparently the Cold Blood stuff is doing pretty good. Yo, Jalen, thank you so much for the 2 months, my friend. How are you? How are you doing? This video, if I want to do a live react. What is it? Oh, it's the it's them like talking about the modes made to fail. I tried running some Odd Paladin, but I can't find success. Any tips? My tip there would be queue into Odd Paladin friendly opponents. That's I think the best thing you can do. Also, is Odd Paladin more fun than Pirate Rogue? What do you guys think? What do you all think about Odd Paladin versus... Aw, my look at my little Vorax Paladin on the HS replay. Aw, you guys are so cute playing my funny deck. I mean, 44% rate for 44% win rate, homies. I'm so proud of you. So let's see. This looks like it might be good. Oh, it's a little all over the place. But only Gift of Luminescence. Why? Oh, is it to copy opposing Titans? Is that the nuts? It's true, Pug. Is there a certain amount of money you'd be uncomfortable with accepting on stream? I wouldn't know how to react to receiving like $1,000. I don't know. Because like I don't know anyone's situation, right? Like so especially because like if you do a $1,000 tip, like I've heard these like horror stories of like somebody giving like a woman $10,000 on PayPal, and then after she spends it, it does like whatever the refund policy is, so she doesn't have that money anymore. But I think they like I think they got that resolved to her benefit. So like there's just like a risk. But at a certain point, it becomes a little too good to be true, and like I don't want people giving to me beyond their means. You know what I mean? So like it always like I need people to sub, but sometimes I'm a little worried. So I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not articulating that well at all, but maybe you get my vibe. What if your favorite viewer won the lottery? If my favorite viewer won the lottery and they wanted to like share some of that with me, I would appreciate them. I've heard good players saying like, how do people cut this? But like we have so many other things now, right? We're cutting quartermaster. Cutting quartermaster sickens me. But like we have 2 better quartermasters, right? 3 if you count that. I feel like this is terrible, right? This is like only good against Titans, isn't it? I should cut that 9-drop. I wish. Renee winning the lottery might mean less Marshy streams. I think it would mean less Marshy YouTubes. And less Hearthstone streams. Not no Hearthstone streams, but less. Alright, Marshy deck roulette with 2 decks. Or you use it on your war horse. Oh, okay. Okay. I should try to make a working Major Tomo Executus deck. What if I don't wanna? I'm a sweaty Martian right now. I want to sweat all over the ladder. We're getting juicy up in here. How nasty can Marshy be with his commentary? Do I mull super hard for a tour guide? We find this one has a decent sample. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's so funny. It's the tax paladin. Oh, people are just not playing. People are just not playing odd paladin, huh? All right, this mulligan guide is telling me nothing, but I'm guessing like because it has Baku, it's like the top 4 cards. I would guess I hard mull for like Christology and tour guide and jungle, right? Your big shaman's on HS replay. Good job, Doc. Here for the tour. What do you guys think? Are you here for the tour? How dare you do that? The tour ends here. Opponent never plays Muckmore for this turn. Well, I could do it. I guess. I guess, whatever. Look, Warfare, I hardly... My son, that's my son. I love Glug so freaking much. Oh, they just evolved me into that? Interesting. Oh, no. That's damage. Chat. That's damage. Do I just do it again? I want to look at your thing. I love Glug so freaking much. I just want him to wrap his long serpentine body around me and hold me tight at night. Glug is both the big and little spoon since he wraps around your entire body and protects you with taunt bodies. I would do anything to make Glug real and hold him in my arms. Thank you for the 100 bits, Waluigi. How does this work with this? I guess I'll just toss it. Can I kill that? I can't kill that at all this turn, right? So yeah, I guess I don't worry about it. That's the only way I got all of my like tentacles. Should this go face or should it trade? I feel like it should trade. And that way I also get to do this, I guess. Perfect. Ooh-hoo-hoo. All right, well, we stole 2 Glugs in a row. Divine Chumbus is already paying off in a big way. So this hits 2 things, and I go to... Oh, well. Now we just win, right? Win already, but... Glug. This isn't my big shaman. How dare opponent do something else? I know, right? What's up with them? What is up with them doing something else? Bro got gulped? Yep. We outglugged them. We had the holy glug. Liadrin versus Malfurion. I must protect the stuff. Alright, this is not my favorite one drop, so I toss it, right? Marshy want that one drop. Yeah, that's my favorite one drop. Look at that. Look at that. None will survive. It feels like forever since I've done that. I have not played a lot of Baku recently. So there was Odd Hunter in Stormwind. Is it the last meta Odd deck? Kind of crazy how far the Baku has fallen. Any good Druid deck at the moment? TBD. I would say wait till next week because we're gonna make some Reno Druid, and we're gonna love it. Free packs tip. Arena and Duel reset tomorrow. Start Arena and Duel runs and keep them max 2 losses to get free packs and tickets back on reset. There you go. I never play them to 2 losses, but sometimes I remember to start a run just to like get my free pack. I'll take the low effort free stuff, but I'm not going to do the high effort free stuff. Aw, wait. Oh, is it the only one? No, this is holy, isn't it? And then it always works. All right, cool. No, it doesn't. It could have hit this. That would have been terrible. But yeah. See you later, tiny shiny. Yay! Is Odd Paladin the nuts? Where I go, the storms follows. Fire cleanses everything. Fire, fire. Can I send you this list? No, it's my secret list that I stole from HS Replay. One day it'll lose, and we'll play the other deck. Why do I keep the pictures so low on the wall? Well, here's the reason. There used to be more pictures. There used to be 2 here and 1 above. But they are very reflective. So not reflective enough that you can see what like if the television is on, you can see that the television is on, but you can't like watch in it. But you can kind of see on the left one here all the glare coming off the top. So like Renee can't watch TV without messing up my stream, and the glare looks really bad on the left side. So I ended up taking the top ones down because they were very visible. And I just haven't bothered to take the bottom ones off because they aren't causing me problems. I have my sister made me and Renee some cool pictures for Christmas last year, and I keep forgetting to put them up, but I can show you. You can see like my friend did that Bonsly picture for me. But my sister made us these little canvases of our favorite Pokemon. So mine's Bonsly, and then Renee's favorite is Magikarp. You can kind of see. So I'm going to put those up as soon as I remember. I think I still have to go get the things that pin them on the wall. I don't think we actually got those yet. So we're going to go to Target soon. And we'll get those if we didn't get them last time and I just forgot. I've never heard of anyone having their favorite Pokemon being Magikarp. It was such a hilarious moment. So at the beginning of our relationship, I was playing Heart Gold on my 3DS, and she knew of Pokemon, but she wasn't like super into it. Not that she was like not into it, but like, you know, it wasn't something that she actively cared about before being in a relationship with me. So anyways, like she wasn't aware of a lot of Pokemon, and one of the ones she wasn't aware of was Magikarp. But so I had, if you remember, if you played Heart Gold or Soul Silver, the Pokemon at the front of your party followed around behind you. So I had the Magikarp at the front of my party because I was trying to turn it into a Gyarados. So I would like send it out at the beginning and switch it out so that it would get experience, but I could still knock out Pokemon with my actual Pokemon that worked. And she like glances over at what I'm doing and sees the Magikarp flopping around behind me, and she's like, "What is that?" And she starts laughing really hard because it is ridiculous if you're not like. It's at this point for me, it's like a stereotype, right? Like it's Magikarp is supposed to be a floppy, ridiculous Pokemon. We know that from like the anime in the early days. But like Renee wasn't exposed to any of that, so she just like sees me walking around with this flopping Magikarp behind me, and she thought it was really ridiculous. So since then, she's liked Magikarp. My favorite 3 are Poliwrath, Annihilate, and Clodsire. That's what I liked your choices. I actually saw your Twitter's post. Well, I don't have any of the things that I wanted to have to deal with this.
May the light
like Light Fused or Warhorse Trainer or even Jury Duty would have been nice.
To battle!
Repent!
To battle!
Searing flames!
To battle! To battle!
Also no level ups in this deck, I know, right? Kind of weird. It's pretty weird. It kind of sickens me, I'll be honest. There was a Magikarp tournament in Scarlet Violet recently. I've been following. I didn't get the expansion. I didn't get the Sword and Shield expansion either. It's just kind of like, I did like completing the Pokédex. Maybe I do want to get the expansion. Maybe that's something I'll think about for Christmas. Like when I get Christmas stuff. Maybe I'll get that update. Pretty please, can I get like this or this or this or this or Jury Duty doesn't quite get there. Yeah.
Let the dead rest! Reporting for duty.
Neat.
To battle! To battle! To battle! To battle!
Searing
Well, it's over. I have the high ground. DLC is a must-have if you want to compete. I am not going to bother to compete until they like make the process of setting up a competitive Pokemon a fun process. I don't want them to reduce the amount of chore. I want them to take that chore and turn it into a fun task. As soon as they do that, then I will play more VGCs type stuff again. But until then, I am over it.
To battle! To battle!
searing flames!
So yeah, all that is to say, I don't really care about that. But I do like completing my Pokedex. Just compete on Showdown? No. I want in between. I want to have to set up my Pokemon, but I want the task to do it to be fun. Okay. Do I win? 3 times 6 is 18. No, I do not win. That's okay, winning is cringe. To battle, to battle, to battle, to battle. Goodbye. Whimsicott, Venusaur, Arcazolts are the best. Deck? Like you want the deck?
Liadrin versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
Fire cleanses everything.
Fire cleanses everything. Fire, fire. Oh my goodness, we have the tour guide. Odd Paladin Pog. Hi, QB. None will survive. Or turn our curse into our Chumbus. I think theoretically Odd Paladin is one of the types of decks that even Death Knight could bully. But like we get 2 dudes for every 1 thing, so maybe not. Ooh. Let's pull another tour guide. Unlucky. Alright, we have a Midas. The Peacekeeper. None of the Titans got a diamond, or no, 2 of the Titans got a diamond. Never mind. I remember.
Let the dead
I remember.
But we will fight.
I got a question about catch-up packs. What's that? What's your question? Never played Gen 5 Pokemon games back in the days. Recently played White 2, and man, I have to say it's way better than the new titles. Well, I didn't like the Black and White series very much. I feel like that was the beginning of the end for like some of the more fun ones, but I know that not everyone shares that opinion. But it is way better than I think Sun and Moon was the first one, and they still haven't topped it. Like the first one that I thought was like really, really bad. It's just too much dialogue. And like the gameplay felt very simplified and boring. So anyways, yeah, Sun and Moon I really didn't like. But yeah. I don't know. I know that Black and White is pretty popular. A lot of people really like the narrative of it.
We only need one.
2 is better. I do think that 2 is a lot better. I do think that 2 is a lot better than 1 was. 1 had like a lot of like... It had a lot of weird stuff where like opening doors was obnoxious. Like every time I would go in, it felt like really tedious to just go in any house. It's been so many years since I played it, I've kind of like forgotten. But I remember it feeling very one-dimensional. Like the exploration aspect of the one-player part of it has been turned down dramatically. You know, like you always know exactly where you're going. And the battles are all easy, and it just stinks, and I hate it. But,
Do try to keep yourselves alive. The battle. Follow my lead. Reporting for duty.
Everybody needs a casket.
feel like you forgot to run Renathal to this deck. I do feel like this is the type of deck where Renathal might actually be kind of okay. It's never going to be optimal to run Renathal in a deck like this, but like, you have really decent stuff to play. You can run like both of the level ups and the quartermasters and stuff.
I will not forsake you. You are prepared for the wars to come. Job's done. Be reborn in my image. The runes beside your foot.
Hey, it's cheating. Yeah, it's cheating.
Remnants of life.
Well, it's not looking great, chat. I feel like we might have finally met. Oh wait, no, never mind. I get to do this thing, but they've already used the They've already used the effect I want to use.
Decide your fate. You are prepared for the wars to come.
You're prepared for the wars to come.
Symbol of death.
Oh, that's not undead, is it? Nah. Do you summon an undead? Can you imagine if it was any? None of these are great, right? I can't pick this one. I guess it's this?
Should I?
Here for the tour?
Reporting for duty.
It's highly infectious.
Was Gift of Luminescence a tech for Titans? It is. It is. I assume. I got it off of HS Replay, and I was going to scoff really hard, but then it ended up being pretty funny, so there's that.
Of life.
No. I need my other broom.
Unholy. Symbol
I don't get my other broom. I think I get my lose.
You have earned an eternity.
I missed the minimal dialogue of Gen 4 and prior. I know, right? I actually put Sun and Moon down for a year. Before coming back to that one. Just because, like, they paused me so many times in my first hour of gameplay, I was not having any fun. I guess I'll do this then. It's a little lame. I know that's an order lull because this could have had more health, but I wasn't necessarily going to do that if I didn't end up with the health one. Oh, I lose. I'm out. Alright, we can finally switch to the other one. Legends Arceus is great, but the first hour is pure dialogue. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just take all of the dialogue out of that and make it a pure exploration game, and you've got the best Pokemon game ever made. I loved the gameplay of Arceus. I didn't love the battling. The battling was stupid. Like, change the battling to how it was normally, and that's better. But like, the exploration of that game was phenomenal. That's one that I would have bought DLC for like new spaces and stuff like that.
Valir versus Thrall.
Arceus definitely left me wanting more.
Shall we dance?
Marshy Keep. I feel like Gear Shift isn't a keep, but like, so far I'm gonna coin Swordfish on 2 and play everything in my hand out. This might be an awkward, stupid keep, but I'm an awkward, stupid guy, so maybe it's perfect. Maybe it's the best keep I could have done. Battling sucked, but everything else was good. Yeah. Oh, not the other Gear Shift. That's not useful. Top deck patches, let's go! Actually, this can put the patches back. Oh, that's cute. Wait, is Pirate Rogue based now? Is it based now, chat? What are you cooking for the new expansion? Dragon Druid? And then we're all gonna be sad about the new Reno Hero and how it, like, removes our stuff. Okay. Ooh.
Blood and plunder.
I'll do this turn, and then next turn I can go face to make this happen. Gameplay wise, it felt like the game I always wanted as a kid. I think it's like approaching the game I want as an adult. Approaching. It's never perfect. It's always like just shy. And why you gotta do that? Alright. I'm into it. Ooh. I don't want to float 2 mana. But, like, I only have 1 more free stuff in my deck. There's a lot of, like, 1s. And actually, that like if I got, like, a Plunderer
Shall I
or a
do?
Fillet Fighter or something, I'd be pretty happy about that. Maybe not a Fillet Fighter. Yeah, Plunder or Dread or Deckhand would be good. And then we have the refill for next turn anyway. Did not get a Plunderer. I did get the Fillet Fighter for all the good that does me. I guess that's going face. Could also play this. That trade, well, this trades with everything on board too. But like, who cares about doing 1 damage to face? All right. How would I nerf the new Reno? I haven't played with it yet, so that hurt my feelings. Hopefully we top deck a 1-cost pirate. It's really hard for me to pick a way that I would nerf it without having played with it first. So there's that. But 3 mana, draw 3. That's not even broken. It's pretty good though. So, are we trading or are we face humans? What if we go face? What then? I think the high noon part of New Reno is the cringe part. The part that really, yes. Okay, so first of all, the fact that it can get rid of things like dormant minions makes me really unhappy. But the fact that it's a one-sided board clear is pretty crazy to me. Like, it really shouldn't be one-sided, right? It should get rid of everything. But I guess they're trying to make Highlander decks more proactive.
Take the ship.
You want to play Reno Demon Hunter? Kurtrus is so cool. It is so cool, and I hope nobody ever plays it against me, because I'm going to hate it. That is totems. Those are some of the totems I've ever seen. You think Reno Shaman's gonna be broken? I think it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good. Womp, womp, womp. Look at all my burst damage, chat. Look at it go. I have outbotted the bot. Unless my opponent isn't a bot. In which case I've outbotted the human. This may be crazy, but I think some decks are going to be good and some decks will not be. That's true, actually, yeah. I bet that'll be... It's a bold take, but I think you're right. Bold take, but I think you may be onto something.
Valera versus the Lich King.
Ooh. Ooh. This is one of the hands of all time. Give me the other one of these. Let's go.
We have turned our curse into our
curse. We have turned our stuff into our things. Come at me, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro.
The fallen will serve.
Never bring a sword.
Never bring a sword to a potato fight. Hit this. Hit this. I'm lucky.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague. Ooh. Not ooh, that draw. Ooh, our cannon stuck, which I thought was pretty cool. Well, I don't want to toss my swordfish back.
We only need one.
Hey, that was my most favorite stuff. What are you doing to me over there?
You have earned an eternal.
No, I wanted that on top. That was gonna be amazing. If you ruined me, I'll never forgive you. Oh, that's good at least. That's pretty good. Should I trade? Okay. Is Gear Shift common in Pirate Rogue? If it's not, it should be. Gear Shift is like a nutty aggro card. You empty your hand, you just get to draw 3 cards. My compliments! Is it worth protecting my cannon? I'm out of pirates, right? Maybe it's not worth it. Alright. So... looks much better than Cutting Class. Yeah, but like everything does. Cutting Class is awful. Well, I think we're in trouble, chat. Hey, Reformed Anduin, how you doing? Howdy doody. I still have 2 secret passage. Secret passage off the top. Let's go. Let's go. That's not secret passage. That's not secret passage at all. I lose. And I'm bored. I think Marshy wants a nap. That's what he wants. I didn't sleep very well last night. So I'm a big Attack on Titan fan. And I was watching all the episodes as they came out right up until the final season part 2 was over. And the final season part, the final part, but for reals this time, but not really.
Your path.
Okay, so that's very confusing for people who aren't into it. But so there's 4 seasons of the show. There's season 1, 2, 3, and then the final season. And the final season is really season 4 and season 5, but labeled as the final season. And then they don't even finish out. There's actually a 2 specials are the conclusion. So there's not seasons, there's 2 like 1 hour specials. And there's like civilizations rose and fell in between the time it takes for all of those components I just listed to come out. So like season 4 happens, centuries pass, and then season 5 happens and centuries pass, and then then the final part 1 happened, I don't know, was it like a year ago? I don't know. It feels like it's been out forever. But anyways, so it came out, and I found out about it later. I was like, oh, that came out? I should watch that. And then I that reminds me of Attack on Titan. I'm describing Attack on Titan. The stuff, the things, chat. It came out and I forgot to watch it. The part 1 of the 2-part ending. And I just completely forgot about it for at least months, but it feels like it's been a year that it's been out. And I saw a thing last week that said part 2 was coming, and I was like, oh, I never watched part 1. Let me watch that. So I watched that earlier this week. Finally, after like however much time, to prepare myself to watch part 2 when it came out. And I didn't get any spoilers for that. I didn't get any spoilers for it to the degree that, 1 second. I didn't get any spoilers for it to the degree that I forgot it even was a thing that was happening. So then I watched that. Then part 2 happens. I go a day without watching part 2, and there's spoilers on my tweeters. I immediately see spoilers for part 2. I go like a whole year without seeing spoilers for part 1. And then part 2 is out for a day, and I'm already spoiled for it. So that happened, and so I panic watched it. I ended up watching it on my phone in bed, which is not the experience I wanted to watch it, but I was like, okay, I gotta watch this before I learn anything else about part 2. Very mild spoilers. I'm not going to actually list any plot points, but I'm going to like list a reaction. So if you want to not be spoiled by that, I'm going to stop talking about it first, like almost immediately. So just 30 seconds, tune out. But the ending is very sad. The ending made me sad. So like I watched that at like 11 o'clock or something like that. It's an hour and a half. It was like 10:30. It's an hour and a half. I watched it and then I was sad afterwards. So like, I wasn't like content to go to bed. It wasn't like I actively chose to stay up later than that, but like, I was really bummed out. And it's not to say that the quality was bad either. It was just kind of, that was the reaction I had to the way that the plot was. So as a result, I didn't sleep very well, and I still got up about when I wanted to go take my walk and stuff. So long story short, I'm tired. This reminds me of when we were talking about One Piece a few months ago. Well, I sure am still watching One Piece. Thank you. They should do something. Do I Finley and hope for Zephyrus? I don't have a good solution to this. I could trade, play Behemoth, and then at least I'm healed. And it'll just be really nice if it hits like that. Ooh, nice. Are you a morning bird or a night owl? I guess I'm an early bird. And a night owl. It's brutal. I've decided that I ruined my own vision with my habits. It's kind of crazy. Like, I'm an early riser, but I also stay up late. So like, I just don't get enough sleep, and I stare at computers. It's brutal. But like, I think I ruined my vision with my habits in my 20s. I would just like stay up till 2 playing League of Legends, and then get up at 5 to go to work, like several times a week for years. Like an absolute idiot. I was going to use a harsher word, but then I remembered I'm streaming. Let's just say I was about to channel some Red Foreman. It's Rhett Butler. Red Foreman, Rhett Butler. I'm the aggro deck now. Okay, that is unhealthy. That's pretty unhealthy, isn't it? Reno Shadow Priest, do you know what else does 2 extra damage per turn? Pogo Road? That's true, actually. So I just don't sleep, yeah. I'm better about it now. I'm much better about it now. I still like to be up early, and like my body tries to get me up early. And I usually go to bed before 12, which is like, it's still too late. Like, I should go to bed sooner. Considering when I get up, but I'm much better. Like, saying I almost always go to bed by 12 is a huge improvement over my habits from even a few years ago. Should I get a 1/1 copy of like my Benedictus? Yeah, 1/1 Benedictus ends it. They were in shambles about the ending, and unlike you, definitely also had quality complaints the whole time. And I was in the weird position of consoling someone about media. I had a friend who was reading the Attack on Titan manga when it was coming out. And unlike you, definitely had quality complaints the whole time. I had quality complaints about the anime. What do you mean unlike me had quality complaints? I didn't have quality complaints about it. I have heard that the manga ending and the anime ending are a little different. And the anime ending is slightly better. If it was up to me, I'd go to bed when the sun rose every day. I think that makes me sad. Not that you would do that. When I do that, it makes me sad. I want to see the sun rise. I don't want to see the sunset. You almost always go to bed by 12. Like 3 out of 4 of the last few videos would like to have a word with you, Marshy. Oh my goodness. Could it be that we're in different time zones? Could it be? Did you know about time zones? Eastern time is the only real time zone. All the rest are fakers. Oh, okay, fair enough. Apparently they weren't different enough, because yesterday I got a message from them and they're like, wow, this is almost exactly the same and still sucks. You know what? I actually, it isn't what like, the series didn't go the way that I, like, hoped or expected. But I think the ending was actually really interesting. I'm kind of excited to rewatch the series and, like, experience the ending with more, recent memory of the events of the show. I guess that's all I'll say about that. I mean, ever since season 4, I've been prepared for it not to go the way I was expecting. What is your opinion on 30 card versus 40 card Marina Priest? Well, my opinion is there is not currently a Renathal deck in Wild that is superior to the non-Renathal version. How about that? Juicy. Am I waiting to coin Hysteria? I'm waiting to coin something. I just didn't want to coin anything. I will admit, I did completely forget your PSD. Surrender your will to the Cabal. Are you telling me your clock is not the same as mine? What's next? Different units of measurement? Yeah. I use units of measurement that I have to look up every time. Like when it comes to like ounces, like American ounces, I guess. Is that this? No, is it liters? One of them has one where it's like different. Which one's different? Like the same word is used in both metric and imperial. And they have different whatevers. Anyways, it's all very confusing. And I wish that America was on the metric system so that it didn't have to be confusing. But, you know, that's the price we pay for stuff. Ooh. I think I'll save that for like a giant or something, right? Weight ounces and volume ounces, yeah. Pound, ton, and pints are all used by both systems and mean drastically different. Yeah, it's better this way. It's better this way. What big Mirage Collar gaming moments have you had since the card got buffed? Well, the idea is to copy things like this. Now that it can target enemies too, you can just pick a Titan and, you know, give him the old Mirage Collar, if you know what I mean. So apparently there was this big like push to move everyone to the metric system that failed because it was like too much of a, it was too much at once, I guess, or something. Like people just weren't into it. Not gonna lie, chat, I do not care that I'm about to overdraw a card. There's not a card that I'll be sad that I lose. I'd rather have the coin or the Serena. But like, so what I want to know is why aren't we doing baby steps? You know, like we should be doing like incrementally pushing ourselves towards the metric system. So we don't have to. Oh, okay. I take it back. I would have liked that, but it's okay.
The light has betrayed me.
Yeah, I'd like to do baby steps, like slowly move society towards the metric system, American society. So that at least, you know, in a generation or two, where you can finally ditch our crappy imperial measurements. Where my spawn of shadows? There it is. Yeah. That's what I'm potatoing about. One more, right? Because it deals 4. It just, it like super doesn't matter. Maybe it did matter. Maybe I messed up. Maybe it doesn't matter. Because I have raised dead. You know what they say, chat? Always play it really fast and loose and never count. Because if you count, you cringe. Fahrenheit fans unite. So I've actually, like, I've heard an interesting argument for, like, so, like, Celsius makes a lot of sense because you go by the, like, freezing and boiling points of water. So, like, on paper, I think that makes a lot of sense, but, like, Fahrenheit is based off of, like, what's cold and hot to a human. So, like, I don't know.
Path has brought you here.
Yeah, Celsius is probably just better, but I don't like volume and temperature. I don't have strong opinions about metric system versus imperial, but everything else. I guess volume for the most part would be easier. Like if I'm talking about like getting a glass, it's just like cooking measurements are better with imperial. Because like to cook for with metric system, you have to weigh stuff, right?
Turned our curse into our strength.
Celsius and Fahrenheit are lame. Kelvin, on the other hand, yeah. Where are my Kelvin fans? Celsius for science, Fahrenheit for human life, yeah. Did I win the last game? I did, yeah. I played Spawn of Shadows. And as soon as you play Spawn of Shadows, you win. Hi, Raza. Where's my Diamond Raza? How's the Pokemon TCG been doing? MTG is kind of getting owned by Beans. Owned by Beans? What does that mean? Do you mean bean counters? Is that what that's short for? Like the suits are messing it up?
There is little time.
The card up the Beanstop is a huge oversight in design from Wizards of the Coast and is dominating MTG. Oh, fair enough. Even Shaman Grind, yep. Well, I'm happy to answer that question as soon as I receive context. um, it's a 1G. Oh, it really is a card? It's a 1 green enchantment that on enter the battlefield or cast of a CMC 5 or greater card, you draw a card. Just a messed up card? Alright, well. How's Pokemon doing? There's lots of, like, good decks. It's not like there's a deck that's so good you can't play anything else right now. Ooh, that went perfectly for me. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Still a big fan of Guardy, but like I like the new Roaring Moon deck. Pokemon is so cheap to get into. If you want to play a Pokemon deck, you just like, I don't know, it's so easy. Whether it's digital or like, the one bad thing is like to buy product you have to go outside the game, right? You have to get the codes. The codes are so cheap. So if you want to try out Pokemon, first of all, they give you a lot of stuff just for downloading the game, but also the codes are like giga cheap, so that's good. And then even IRL, if you're like the cost of sets, because there's such like a big collector fan base for the Pokemon TCG, all of the expensive stuff is allocated to alternate arts. So if you want to just like play competitive, decks are like frequently, like usually around like $50 to have the whole deck. Less sometimes even. So playing Pokemon is pretty cheap. So anyways, all that is to say, meta's all right now, and it is not expensive to try it out. So wow, that's like one MTG card. I know, right? It's interesting since you just get the uncool cards. You know what's crazy though is sometimes the worst arts are the like lower the rarity, the better the art looks. Like the big one is like is GX's. Let's see if I can pull a good example for you. Let's go with like Espeon GX. That's a bad example. Got a tag team. What didn't get one? Maybe did any?
Elements I like. Totems I love.
Decidui is what I was thinking of. None of these are like they all have like extra products, so it's a little hard to tell. So maybe this isn't gonna like show up for you guys as well as it does for me. But anyways, like here we have the basic Decidui. And like it's like full art, and you see like a bit of the background and stuff like that. And then like the fancy versions are like this one and that one and that one. And I don't think any of those look as good as this one. So sometimes you get like a nice looking deck, but you have the cheapest version of the card. I don't know how well that translated for you guys, but just because like an art is technically fancier doesn't mean am I about to choose Temporis just be Temporis like tempura? I'm about to choose Temporis just to clear. I don't have to. I could take this good one and ping. Yeah, good deal. The normal one is a lot more readable. It's a lot more readable, but I just like the picture better. Like I think the art on it is just better than the fancier ones. How's Morazon doing in Wild? I actually don't know. It seems like a good card to me, but I don't know how good any of these cards are, because I feel like we're at an age where like there is no consistency in builds in Wild. I feel like a lot of the Wild creators have fallen off. There's not a lot of like pushing of consistent lists, and I don't know, just the vibe I'm getting. But this archetype is in shambles. I feel like I have an above average list here, but I still have in pet cards. I think the difference is like, no, this card isn't optimal and I'm including it anyway. I'm not like queuing up Renethal Shadow Priest expecting it to be good over the non-Renethal. But yeah, there's super not consistency in lists. Even Core plays Standard now. Is he playing a lot of Standard? Do I win? Is it Marshy win time? How can I win? So I have 13 damage on board. I need 5 more. This can produce 5 damage. That's not 5 damage. That is, though. Alright. Kazakis confirmed the nuts. You actually can't play Reno Priest without Kazakis. Proven by this game. Cord plays some Standard. He hates Reno decks. I know he doesn't prefer Reno decks. Is he playing Standard because he's tired of queuing into Reno decks?
Taranda versus the Zone.
Let the crystals claim your mind.
Your path has brought you here.
He started playing Questline Warlock to counter Reno decks, and then he just started facing Agrobots and got Omega Tilted the other day. Back from homework. Hi, Ulti. I want to play more Standard, not because I don't like Wild, but because I want to play Standard. And I just I feel like I've become so out of the loop for so long that it's almost like picking up a new card game at this point for me. I feel like the way that I play Wild, where I can kind of like tinker with stuff and it ends up being okay. I can't do that for Standard because I never have a very in-depth grasp of the meta. Ever, because I don't watch a lot of Standard streams. I don't play a lot of Standard. I've just had my nose in Wild for so long that I think I've not only have I become unable to play Standard the way that I want to, but I've also lost some appreciation for Wild because part of what's fun about Wild is that it's different than Standard. So I think it would be my best interest to play more Standard, especially on stream. But every time I really click with a deck and I start getting into Standard, it gets Omega nerfed.
Flesh fails. This time.
I guess rotation is a good time to do it.
What is real?
Armor! Lightly used armor.
Am I feeling any twists this month? I was playing some earlier. I definitely intend to get to Legends. I guess I'm just like, I don't know what I want to play, and I wasn't in the mood to figure it out. Today I'm very vibing. I'm just like, you know, doing stuff. You know how it is, chat. Ooh. Should that be my flesh giant? I've got plenty of mojo to go around. How's the weight loss going? I made the first big step to start being more proactive this morning. I went on a much longer walk this morning. And I did 40 jump ropes. And when I came back, I made sure to do a very thorough stretching. And I feel awful, and I felt really fat and out of shape while I was doing it. And I have a really long way to go. But I'm determined to get there. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel this way anymore. So I'm gonna try to do it again tomorrow. The thing is, like, it involves getting up early, and I have to be consistent about it. You can do it. Thank you. Good job, gamer. Thank you. Played a few games of Marsh Queen Hunter and I felt good about it. Then left again. Consistency is the way. Yep. So like last time I like started with weights and treadmill. And I was good about going in the morning. I was like I was really reliable. I was getting it done. But like I hurt myself. So I guess I was a little impatient. I even like deliberately started with like really low everything, but I guess like I just need to get some like base stamina up and whatever, get some energy. Be tired from increased cardio so I go to bed on time and like don't wake up in shambles trying to lift weights, I guess. I don't know. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get to the point where I can start lifting again. I probably could just do it. I'm being cautious. That's not my Titan. That's not my Titan at all. Titan. Yay. Something Azeroth's potential. Heroes that champions in the I guess. Alright, we'll overdraw something really important and feel really great about it. I believe. Give all minions in your hand +2/+2. That's a pretty good one. Aw, thanks, friends. So Twist didn't go well. I mean, it didn't go that bad. I think it'll be fine when I go back to do it again. I just want to just play some Twist, I guess. Looks bad. What do we lose? I knew we'd lose something important. Do I want a copy of something?
I've got plenty of mojo to go
around. If I copy this and this dies, they get both of them, don't they? So maybe I don't want a copy of that. Maybe I'll take a copy of this this Raza Priest. Oh, I forgot. Ooh, that's funny. Owie. Alright, you got 2 mana. 2 mana to change the game. So I have 10. Okay, go by. Didn't have to do any math. Is 3 mana, draw 3, and wild still broken? I don't know that it's broken. Has it ever been broken? Backfire was good, but it even just felt like a decent part of the deck at the time. If that's what you're talking about. This is the damage on the counter, but it factors in the Titan. I know that it says the damage here. I had to like work out how much damage it was counting for the Titan.
Watch your back. Your path has brought you here.
Chat, I'm not supposed to keep Raza, but I hate tossing it. It sickens me. What if I full keep? I won't keep that. But we'll keep this for pirates. This because I'm embarrassing, and we'll draw this so we can win the video game.
Job's done.
What's that? Oh, okay. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Well, this doesn't take care of that very well, does it? Time to take a bunch of cannon damage.
Give me that. Look what I want.
Look what I've won. How dare you? Not more.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Alright, what I want... Thank goodness I kept this Raza. You know, that's really going to come in handy here. I guess I just do this, trade into that, do that. And yeah. 5 mana 5/5 Battlecry heal 2 isn't bad, is it? It's pretty bad into aggro. Pretty awful. I remember when it wasn't. Like back in the day, like keeping Raza was always good, and you just sometimes like if you had an aggro opponent, you would toss Anduin. But yeah, the game is very different since then. Is it worth pinging this? So they're gonna deal 8 damage to me on their turn, and then if this was dead, they would follow that up with 5, which kills me. So I think I'm gonna play that and try to use it to set up a Hysteria. Raza was so helpful.
Pirates away!
Oh, we dead? Well, I need more than just a cleared board then. I need 1 more mana. Perfect. I don't know what would even help me, right? Like, literally nothing. Too bad.
It is finished.
That one's on me. I shouldn't have kept Raza. I won't do it again. I won't do it again, chat. I'll be responsible. I knew better, but I did it anyway.
Tranda versus Rexa.
Your path has brought you here.
Super Invader, Otaku, could you say something in general chat for me? In the Discord. That'll make it really easy for me to get you your role. Rainbow Man. I just thought about it. There are no Gambas on this channel. Like the Gamba bots. Or like, we don't ever use the predictions thing. The only reason that I don't do the Gambas more is because, hey, there you are. Give you the old upgrade Rooney. There you go. Thank you so much for being here enough to have earned that role. The only reason I don't do predictions more is because after I've done one or two, people don't participate in them anymore. But we can do one. What do you guys want to do? What would you like to predict? Oh my goodness, it's this quest? My MMR must be amazing. My MMR must be so good, chat. Will the next opponent be a bot? Hmm. I don't know. We'll do will I win after this one. Oh, 3 mana for that is pretty good.
Don't keep your thoughts.
Not gonna lie, 3 mana for him can't be that bad. What does being a Super Invader do? It does 2 things. One, it gives you something to do with your Marshy points. There is a Super Invader exclusive chat in my Discord, but nobody uses it. Ooh. Well. I'm doing that because it amuses me, but I don't think I was supposed to. Well, look how fat this thing is now. Poggers. But it also gives you access to the Super Invader Play My Deck channel point redeem and deck reviews as soon as I add that. Which, if you guys want to remind me in my Discord after the stream, I'll set up for a future stream. So this is 10 damage. I have 5, so I would need 5 more. That's 3. That's all I got. You'll love to see it. Man, that was fun. Oh, that was really fun. I'm scared of whatever, like, Unleash the Hound stuff they're gonna do. What a random beast, I know, right? Goodbye, my stuff. New spawn being better than old spawn. Yeah, Benedictus was pretty thick, wasn't it? How am I today? I'm well, Chris. How are you? Was that quest at its good at its time in Standard and Wild? I don't know about Wild, but Standard, yeah. Wild didn't have a good Hunter deck for a long time. It's like Even Hunter was vaguely good in like barons, and then like the first real big one for Wild was
versus Thrall.
Questline Hunter. Mech Hunter I thought was broken in 2019. I'm still not convinced that it wasn't, but apparently a lot of people think that it was mid. But yeah, the first like big notable good Hunter deck for Wild was Questline Hunter and Stormwind. That was when like Hunter wasn't a meme anymore. But Hunter was a meme, like it was like Wild didn't have a good deck for years.
Thoughts to yourself.
You didn't realize he came back at Hunter's High Life? Okay. Wind Fury on Amanthul Pog? Yeah, if we can do it. It'll be pretty funny. How's the YouTube stream coming along? Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting. It's like completely not in my mind. If I say that I want to do something on stream, you guys can feel free to periodically at me in my Discord if you want. And be like, hey Martian, when are you gonna do this? And then maybe it'll remind me off stream to do the things that I say I'm gonna do. Or maybe it won't. Nobody knows. That's why you write things down. Imagine writing something down when you can just forget about it. I like how just because of how the totems work, I'm just gonna, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'm just gonna clear this whole board by making Hysteriaing that, but didn't work out that way, did it? Alright, thing from below. I am going to make you attack all of your friends. And what I really need from you, yeah, thank you, War Kraymon, but I really need those updates off stream. What I need from you, thing from below, is not to pet Serena. Serena is going to make friends with somebody that you don't pet. Please pet other things. All right? Do me that favor. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thing from below, you're such a trooper. All right. I guess it'll be this one. Neato. Oh, can you not split the audio for YouTube? If I can't split the audio for YouTube, that changes everything. Is it a Twitch exclusive thing? Can I just have the music not go to YouTube at all? Like, still have Twitch listen to music, but not have any music on YouTube? Ooh. Is it enough? Oh my goodness. Are we going to do the thing? Oh, I forgot to... you guys got to remind me about the predictions. Ah, we lose. Don't put off for tomorrow what needs to be done today. Put it off 2 days later and it might not need doing anymore. Now that's thinking. That's thinking. That's a good way to get stuck in the ruts that I commonly get stuck in. Alright. I will start this prediction. Marshy win. Alright. There's my prediction. Did it work? It's not showing up for me. Is prediction up for you guys?
Taranda versus Jaina.
You asked
Why didn't
for
it show up for me? That's so
Your
weird.
path has brought you here.
I have a lot of problems with like notifications on Twitch now. I refreshed and it's showing up. It's so weird. Mage. And now I've lost my chat history. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chat. If you said anything cool, you're gonna have to say it again. Ah, there we go. It's back. And it's gone. Alright, perfect. Perfect. I can see the prediction, though. You guys are heavily in favor despite my opponent being mage. Oh, but it's this type of mage. It's this type of mage. Can somebody say something? Just so I can verify that chat's still working? Because it's showing a big blank for me now. Ah, cool. Alright. Something, thank you. Well, that is a hard cast secret. Hard cast secrets are what we in the business like to call I don't know that coin flame ward into a 2/2 was the play, not gonna lie. I don't know that coin flame ward into a single 2/2 is the ticket.
I've got plenty of mojo to go around.
Freest win of your life. Well, there you go.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Excuse me, you are on fire. If that's objection, then that'd be unfortunate. I might try some arena after the legendary rule goes live. What is the new rule? I saw it mentioned in my chat here. Let's see. For the upcoming arena season, we are excited to try a new drafting structure. The first pick of each draft will be a guaranteed legendary, and legendaries won't appear in subsequent picks. We hope this will allow for the new singleton legendaries in the upcoming Showdown in the Badlands expansion to feel like a viable strategy in arena as well. As a result of guaranteeing a legendary in each deck, Titans have been removed from the arena pool. We'll be monitoring the experience and player feedback closely, and we'll make adjustments if necessary. We recognize that this is quite a dramatic change, and above all, want it to be a good experience for our players. Also, a small reminder, hero cards are not draftable in arena at any time. Well, there you go.
I wonder.
That is two mad scientists. That amuses me. I guess I'll take that, just it lets me test for stuff. I'll do that. I'll do that. Pass. You wonder if they're gonna ban excavate cards?
Your signature is required.
I mean, you can build like they're all good by themselves, right? So it's not like drawing them is that bad. Like, even if you only get one. And do I shoot my own lackey just so that I can, like play this next turn and play this or this next turn and know that it won't get objection? What once was cloudy shall become clear. Can I leave my opponent with 6 damage on board next turn? I think it's risky. I think I should do this. Well, poop.
We're gonna be rich.
Not even rigged fair game. Is that Ice Block Flame Ward? I guess it could be Oasis Ally.
You're not ready for this.
You're not ready for this. What if I am ready? The way that I've positioned my thing here, it's hard to see if my opponent's played duplicates. I feel like I need to move that over, but I don't really like it anywhere else. Because, like, if I move it here... Oh, I can see... I should move it all the way over, like, here. Because I don't need to see the cost or the full names of things, right? I can just look at the pictures, which you can see on the right, and it'll show you how many copies have been played. Alright, that's better. That's what I'll do someday.
I'll show them. I'll show
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? How is not one of those objection or explosive? That's crazy to me. What are those secrets? I don't know. What is opponent cooking? It's a mystery. It's a mystery to me. So I like Fireside because you can close the secrets tab at any time. Fireside sounds better, but I don't want to get overwolfed. But maybe I should make the switch.
Guess who?
Guess who? Goodbye, Behemoth, and Godspeed. Come on.
My new pet. Drink the withers, and the cruel survive.
The time waits to reveal Azeroth's potential. A world cleansed of evil.
Couple of Chad picks over there. Guess I'll take Jotun. Speaking of Jotun, and speaking of this, maybe I don't love my hand anymore. Mad Lad doesn't have objection. They've already played too, I guess. Firestone, Fireside, same thing. Yeah, for sure. Mirage Titan funny. I would have liked to, but I had to play around stuff. Missed 5 mana 7/7. I assumed one of you would say that. I thought that was coming. Burr, 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 burr.
Your wish is my
Oh, you mean explosive rounds is what you mean. Yeah. It does seem... I have to remember that Zeph isn't as smart as he used to be. But yeah, here's this.
heroes that champion
Girls and champions. Ooh. What did I want? Flare. Back in my day, 3 secrets was enough to give him to offer you flare at any mana cost, but it ain't my day anymore, huh?
You're too late! At last, a worthy disciple.
I guess I'm not using that now. I wanted to use like plus health and stuff, but cool. Wait, it wasn't even ice block. All right. Isn't it lethal assuming no block? Correct. I just like I had the Baron Geddon to do it, so I was doing other stuff.
Tyrande versus Thrall.
Fear the coming storm.
Your path has brought you here.
3.5 hours. That's more time than I expected to stream today. I was having fun. I was having fun talking to you guys. I wasn't really like. I'm starting to have fun playing now that I'm playing this deck, but like when I was playing everything else, I was just kind of like here to talk to you guys. So I had a fun day talking to chat. But now I kind of want to have a fun day talking to Nap. I think I'm gonna try really hard to do a review video tomorrow. If I don't do a review video tomorrow, it's because I went to go do some family stuff. So I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I'm going to do at least 2 parts, but maybe 3 parts for the review video. And then at least 1 more stream this week. And that stream, I think I'll probably plan on not doing it. I don't really want to do another gameplay video until there's new cards. So probably just like pick a day to stream and have that be a day where I stream, you know what I mean? And not like worry about it otherwise. Yep. Solo combo. You wanted monologue, I think is what you wanted. Alright, well, I could have a Murloc, or I could just Shadow or Death that thing. Maybe I'll go... Yeah, I'll Shadow or Death it, because I want to, like, get a Consecrate or something. I am the harvester of stuff. How? Chat, are we gonna lose? Are we actually gonna lose? Oh. We would get this with Lightning Storm. Is there a 5 cost I want to play next turn? Not in my hand yet. So I guess I'll go with the one that clears the extra totem. And then, if they play a Gigantotem, I'm just hosed. I feel like the Badlands will be amazing in Standard and Meta Warping, but in one... Alright. Score 1 for humanity. I'm gonna be in shambles if I lose this one now. I'm deciding whether to kill this one or this one. If I take 3 off, they're at 7. Yeah, it's better. Because this way they can't, like a Frostbolt or Frostbite doesn't do it. I lost my, like, train of thought. We were talking about something. Oh, feel like Badlands will be amazing in Standard and Meta Warping, but in Wild it will go without any echo, excluding a couple cards like Ramp Dragon, Reno, and the 412 Trush, Taunt Lifesteal. We'll see. Roll 3. Nice. I'm so ready for this Reno top deck. You don't even know. You don't even know how ready I am for the Reynolds top deck. It's gotta be heal or nothing, right? And the heal doesn't get me out.
It is finished. You win.
Do you think Totemic Might should be 1 mana? I think that Chisel should be banned in Wild. How about that? Are you even allowed to stream on YouTube and Twitch? They just changed it. All right. Well, that's enough out of me. I guess I'll raid somebody. How about that? Who needs a raid? Who are we raiding right now? Well, Slissa is recently expecting baby number 2, so y'all can go congratulate her. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you someday. Oh, pay you out? Wait. Did I win or lose that game? What about Chisel? 1 mana, 1/2. It's a standard card. We don't nerf standard cards for Wild. I won? All right. I'll believe you. Bird, 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 bird.